Alabama Crimson Tide. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. So LSU's offense will get the first swing of the game. When these two teams square off against each other, they know the legacies they carry, and that'll be evident in this one, guys.
Alabama-LSU is one of my favorite games each and every year because this is one of the fastest games you'll see all season. There is so much NFL first-round talent on the field every time these two teams play.
Year after year, we could go back and name so many names, but you're right. The draft is going to call them. The stakes are always high. The conference always on the line. These two teams, you know, are always squarely in the mix.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to get to it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
That's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon of joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver. This guy is really good.
Trying to convert this second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. This series has been built on tight games, but LSU destroyed that line of thinking by blowing out the Tide last season.
I really feel like LSU is one of the few programs in the country that on paper matches up very well with the Crimson Tide year after year. And last year, David, we saw all of those athletes make so many plays.
So many athletes. Not only did they match up, they got to celebrate. That game was early because it was a blowout. They got to celebrate, and Alabama didn't like it. I look for this rivalry game to be heated.
Quarterback checking off. He'll come out throwing on first down. Gets away. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback in.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next count. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB.
Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab at the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Mack. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He's loose. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Second down coming up. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Right on target this time. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually. Just such...
Going for it all. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The jet sweep pass. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Quarterback looks for a little space. Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking for a man. It's Mack. Makes the grab. He's loose down the middle. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Alabama quickly back to the line. What a nightmare for this defense. His second big play, gashing this secondary and fitting right into that gold standard of Alabama big play receivers.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to find some answers, Reese. I mean, this guy, you can tell he can blow the lid off the defense with that speed, and you just better know where he's at pre-snap. Wherever they put him, let's make sure we get some help over the top. If not, one-on-one is not going to equal success for this defense.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Gets it out fast. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
How many ways can I give to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously not.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. LSU quick to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to move it through the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. They want to just keep throwing it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Mack. Fires to the right. It's complete. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It is good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
They're bringing heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
One more snap coming before halftime. He fires to the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Tigers. hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Fast motion from the offense. Back to throw, it's Mack. Got it set up on the outside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner will be brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Fired in there, but incomplete. LSU right back to the line. Looking to throw on third. Quick strike complete. Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on. Looking downfield, it's Mack.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase.
He's going for it all. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. This offense has a second down play.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. The offense lining up for a first down play. Used the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. To the air, it's Mack. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Off the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes. After the big first down sack, it's second down. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. On the move is the 30. And he's running in the open. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, the running back has it. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on fourth down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football. First down here for the offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Fires to the middle. And that pass is intercepted. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. Looking for a productive play on first down. The handoff keeps working on that clock.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Makes the catch past the sticks. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as it... tries to hold on. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
That play could not have happened at a better time if you're this defense. You're trailing by one possession. You need to find a way to steal it, and they get the interception. Here we go. An opportunity now to at least go down and tie the game.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. On first down from their own 22. He's going to pass. Takes the easy completion. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass. It's Mack. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbound.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He's looking to throw it. Got his man out of the backfield. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He wants to throw it again. Feeling some heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They're trying to get to him. Finds his man. It's Adams. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Now on second down after the incompletion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And that pass picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Yeah, that stings. Your offense has a chance to salt the game away, run the clock out, and trying to make a play. You decide to throw the football, which we can talk about that decision later on down the road, but you throw the INT. Now you better hope you're deep.
Fires toward the end zone. And here's the third interception of the night. Takes it the other way. He's at the oh my goodness, he's still moving. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out,